What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore podcast. I am the pod boss, TJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, is the Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehans?
The Dark Lord himself, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And joining us today is our special guest from the Comics and Kaijus podcast, the Double Chin Kaijin himself.
What's
Cameron
up,
Miller.
ghouls and ghouls? What's up, ghouls and ghouls?
Hey, can we even call him the Double Chin Kaijin anymore? Because he's lost a good bit of weight there.
Right? Once dubbed with the title, it stays.
Yeah, no, you can't take it back. But still.
I mean, I can.
There it is. There it is. Well, we got a doozy of an episode for all of y'all today, but you know what time it is. It's time for your Slice of Life! Big Johnny D, what did you do?
Oh, man. Well, yesterday, I celebrated Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Definitely.
Gentlemen included. I also got a really late but awesome birthday gift from my sister.
Ooh.
Hold on. Yeah.
You picking a wedgie there, buddy?
Nope. I had to reach down for it. Oh, my God. It's so shiny.
Oh.
So this is an arcade topper. Ooh, there you go.
Ooh.
And, yeah.
I want
It's
one of
pretty
those.
sweet.
I've been
And then
looking
it's
at
got
them.
all the move lists and stuff like that. And everything, at least for the MK2. So it makes sense. So that's awesome. So shout out to my sister for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get one of those because I'm sick and tired of my son asking, "How do you do this? How do you do that?" It's like, I get one of those. He won't have to ask.
You can get the mega boards, dude, that has all three games too.
Did you see
Fatalities and all.
they also have like a replacement screen where it has all the moves around the outer edge of the screen too?
Yes, that, and also a replacement light marquee if you wanted a lighted marquee.
Yeah, but I've looked at those and it looks like it'd be because you have to like wire it down into the power source, if I'm not mistaken.
Just by a USB plug.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah. There are ones that you can wire into the board itself. It's.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Anyways, no man, enjoyed some nice pool time and some grill time yesterday, and of course did the dad thing of like killing some grass, so that was nice. A few different ways.
Peeing on it. Did you take a shit in the yard again?
Ooh. Sometimes that happens, man. I just can't make it into the bathroom.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Your shorts are wet. You don't want to slip on the floor. You're just like, oh, whatever. Jesus fucking Christ. It was a sad moment Saturday. Brody and I signed off on our final episode of Fatality, but not, it could always
Season
come back.
2 is right around the corner. There's always new stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said,
the next season should be an episode by episode breakdown of the Mortal Kombat TV series.
it could be.
That could be interesting.
Stay tuned.
Like I said in the podcast, dude, with Mortal Kombat, nothing truly dies in that universe. So,
No.
people will always be coming back.
And there's another animated movie coming out this year.
Fuck yeah, we talked about that for a second too. That I'm very excited about. Other than that, I am waiting actually because this week is super Switch heavy, dude. Or at least so we get Mario Golf on the 25th. Also on the 25th, you get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. So I'm excited for that. And what the fuck else? Something else just dropped too. Or no, tomorrow. That's Sea of Thieves. That's not Switch. But looking forward to that. Other than that, Cameron, we haven't heard from you in a minute, dude. How the fuck have you been, brother?
Been pretty good. Was on vacation last week up in Cape Cod with the family.
Nice.
Still working on the weight. Lost a total of 30 pounds.
Looking good, brother. Looking good.
Still got that double chin. I'm gonna keep rocking.
Not by much. Not by much, though.
Really excited to talk about this movie. Also, I will apologize in advance. We have a pretty severe storm about to blow through here. So if you hear like,
oh, you guys too?
Yeah,
it's happening right now outside. So
yeah. So if you hear really loud rumbling, you'll know what it is. It's
Insert
not
Bill
Godzilla.
Paxton Twister quotes.
Yeah. it's not Godzilla attacking my house. It's just Mother Nature trying to fuck with me.
Fair enough.
Rodan flapping the wings.
That's right.
Yep.
Chef, look at that Rodan, baby. Look at that.
Isn't that sexy?
It's beautiful.
I was stuck in the canal, right?
What's up?
It was.
I was stuck in the canal, right?
Penis canal? Was it? Believe it, right?
I'm pretty sure. When the box came, I thought it was like I ordered 2. It was just that big. I could fit a fucking small toddler in that bastard. I was like, "What the fuck? Is this what I ordered?" Sure enough, I didn't expect it to be this big.
Is
I
it
opened
one piece?
Yeah, it's all just one static piece. Well, there's like a base, so I guess that's 2 pieces. But yeah, when I got it, I opened it up. I'm like, I have nowhere to fucking put this bastard.
Front and center, baby. Front and center.
I was like,
That's
fuck.
right.
I was like, I had to redo my entire desk, move my entire room around. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, the joys of being a collector, right?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
It never gets any easier either.
No, never does.
Well, yeah, there's only limited space, dude. And there's always so much more
Yeah.
stuff.
It wouldn't have been an issue if it were like another Godzilla figure, but it's got this wicked big wingspan. I'm like, what the fuck? So I figured it out.
Oh man, you think
Nice.
that's a beast? Imagine if you got the Biollante figure.
Oh fuck! If
You
they
need a whole
made it-
goddamn shelf just for that.
Yeah, because that's only in 25 centimeter scale. If they made it in 30 centimeter, what the fuck? Or in gigantic scale?
You lost me on that one, buddy. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
So what the fuck else you been up to, brother?
Not much. I actually got offered the assistant manager's position at the place I work, the valet driver, at the hospital. I'm debating whether or not I want to take up on that because I don't want to take it and then have to leave for the military like a month later and be like, oh, see you, bye. But I mean, he was like $40,000 a year. I was like,
Just be honest, straight up front. Be like,
Yeah.
yo, this is where I'm at. It could happen today. It could happen, a couple
Maybe
months
not
from
today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's
That's
gonna
right.
fucking happen.
it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
now. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Some consideration there.
Yeah. So pretty much same old shit.
Nice. Chad Daddy, how you been, brother?
Yo, I've been well, thank you. Like everyone else, just celebrated Father's Day yesterday. And I told TJ a funny story about yesterday. Okay, now do you remember last week, our buddy Tim was supposed to meet TJ and myself at this one steakhouse.
Correct.
And Tim mistook it for the other one, went completely opposite direction. So we're at his son's birthday party yesterday, and he's bringing in pizza from Fox's Pizza. There's a Fox's Pizza just up the road. I said, Tim, where'd you get that pizza, buddy? He said, Fox's. I said, which one? He said, just right here in New Bethlehem. I said, okay, just making sure you didn't accidentally go to Clarion again. He just turns around, fuck you. But I had to zing, and it was right in front of everyone too, so it was great. Let's see. Aside from that, not much, just kind of chilling, relaxing. Watched this movie over the weekend. I did finally get Saturday, my 4K Beastmaster came in the mail.
Nice.
Which I'm pretty excited to be watching that. Hopefully maybe tomorrow or sometime. I'd like to watch it this week with the wife. I think she'd really get a kick out of it. It's a pretty good movie. And TJ, on the Prime Day deals right now, they have the Jaws 4K for $10, but it is not the 45th anniversary limited edition with the extra book. It's literally just the movie.
If you go to Target, in my town, they
Target,
have
it's 15. Yeah, it's $15.
You know what?
I'd rather get that.
Right before this podcast started, I got an alert that there was a special deal on the Hitchcock 4K 4-pack of Vertigo, Psycho, Birds and Rear Window. $30.
Did you get it?
I'm on a wait list because it got full up.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
That'd be a good set.
So
Killer set.
I guess I'm old school because hell, I don't even collect Blu-ray. I still collect DVDs and VHS tapes.
Yeah, you resorted backwards.
Yeah,
you're like an old guy already.
Yeah.
No, Brody, I'm not. No.
Ew, Brody.
I think I'll save my $15.
Yeah, right.
Is 4K becoming like the next big thing? Is it worth it
Yeah,
to
it's gonna
like
be the
get a 4K?
standard. Yeah.
Okay.
Chad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's let Chad answer that question.
Okay, so 4K is it's going to be the next standard, like he said, but everything's going to 8K in the next. I mean, it's still a couple years away from
The
really
next
being
cycle.
mainstream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but 8Ks, it's already out there. It exists. It's just very expensive. And
It's gonna be hard for people
very
to-
limited.
It's gonna be hard for people to justify 8K because I believe 4K is the limit of what the eye can recognize detail wise.
Right?
Really?
So 8K movies would be nice in theory, but technically won't see the improvement with the human eye. So
not
Like
really.
at
Those-
that point,
those-
you might as well just like come in with rumble seats, dude. They're like attached to your TV. It's like, all right, this goes off with the movie and shit.
Yeah.
Like a full 4D
So
ride for your apartment.
so there's no real difference between 8K and 4K as far as the naked eye can tell.
No.
even though 4K is 4 times the amount of information on the screen than a Blu-ray disc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'd like, I don't know if I want to keep doing DVDs or obviously Blu-rays are becoming more and more popular.
Just
Or
get
well,
a really nice 4K player that can upscale, and then you're
Mhm.
set.
Sony makes a nice one.
Yep.
PlayStation 5 can't do 4K, can it?
Is it the UBX
Yes.
700?
Oh,
Is
it
that what
does.
that is?
PS5
Yes, it
does.
is.
Oh, it does.
UBP X700.
UBPX 700.
Yeah. That's just an empty box. I can just throw that.
Yeah, so I didn't do like
How about you, brother?
anything. Yeah, I didn't do like anything this week. I will be releasing a new episode of Lights Camera Exploitation tomorrow. Got busy today. Most of it's edited, but I think that one more sort through and it will have its final edit status. We did a review of Shaft from 1971, I think.
Very
it was.
nice. Very
Yes.
nice. Good movie.
Who is the man?
And next week, we will be dropping our review of The Amusement Park from the one and only George Romero. So I'm excited to review that. It's a forgotten gem, and I can't wait to talk about how awesome and how much I love that film.
You can't even call it was a lost gem until
Yeah.
recently. It literally just got released.
True.
Yeah, which
You
is
can't even say forgotten. It was lost.
Forcibly.
like that's weird. Like you don't really hear a lot of lost films from like the
Well,
70s.
the people gave George money, and then they were like, "Oh my God, what the hell did you make us?"
Yeah, wasn't it like a church or something?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Yeah, let's give like the director. Let's give the director of Night of the Living Dead to like fund our like church funded film. What did you expect?
Oh, I will have to say that the latest episode of Lights Camera Exploitation actually features a review of Bobby's Shaft as well. So yeah, you'll have to. Yeah, shout out to Bobby
Oh,
and Moan.
God.
Wish you were here, buddy.
No, you guys are talking about that Jason picture, aren't you?
Yep. Somebody's gonna catch on one of these days. Well, anyway. Oh, fuck. So this week's film is 2016's The Void, directed by Stephen Kostansky and Jeremy Gillespie, written by Stephen Kostansky and Jeremy Gillespie. I am a big fan of their work and have watched several of their films, and I can't wait to talk about this one. Produced by Casey Walker and Jonathan Brofman, starring Aaron Poole as Daniel Carter, Kenneth Welsh as Dr. Richard Powell, Daniel Fathers as the father / Vincent, Kathleen Monroe as Allison Fraser, Ellen Wong as Kim, Mick Biskov as the son / Simon, Grace Monroe as Maggie, Evan Stern, not Howard, as James, James Millington as Ben, Art Hindle as Mitchell, Stephanie Bedling as Beverly, not Hills, Matt Kennedy as Cliff Robertson. Music by Blitz Berlin, Joseph Murray, and Menelon. Okay, cinematography by Sammy Inya. Yeah, edited by Cam McLaughlin. Distributed by D Films, Give the D. Released September 22nd, 2016. Runtime of 90 minutes. Budget. Chad didn't give me that information, but he grossed.
I couldn't find it, but it's crowdfunded, so it's kind of hard to keep track of stuff like that.
Fair enough. Grossed $149,365. We are purview to that information, though.
Mhm.
Chad, hit the catchphrase.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I can see it all before me. won't get far.
I need hands up front, bring a stretcher. Where'd you find this guy?
Give you a copy of code 3 and I need assist.
Daniel? Who are they?
There is something calling them all here. I've seen this place before.
Everything has led to this. You will become something remarkable.
They did killings and sacrifices. They made people change.
Nothing else matters now.
It isn't real. It's not real. It's not real.
This isn't the end.
Statistically, you're more likely to die in a hospital than anywhere else.
Ooh, I like that trailer. Short and sweet. All right.
Unlike Bobby. Okay.
Well, the sweet part,
That
man.
man meat.
Fucking baloney. Oh man.
Bologna Amone.
That's right.
Oh,
That's his new name next week.
Bologna Amone. Like it.
John,
Oh man. Yeah, buddy.
take it away.
All right.
Let's do that plot rundown.
It seemed that this was going to be another uneventful night when all of a sudden Deputy Danny Carter notices a man drenched in blood crawling in the middle of the road. As Carter would take to the wounded victim to the nearest hospital, run by a stripped down overnight staff and with limited resources. More and more cryptic cloaked disciples of an ancient cult encircle the place, preventing them from getting out. But inside this dangerous, ill-lit maze, a palpable nightmare secretly resides, yearning to creep into the realm of the living before the graveyard shift ends. Now, the new gateway to the very bowels of a perpetual dark dimension awaits. Is there... Yes! Is there a penis
Who wrote
escaped
that?
from the black void of the cosmos?
TJ, you asshole.
Penis. So, side note.
If he puts
we're
it on
having-
the teleprompter, he'll read it.
That's right. It happens. You know you can't. Go fuck yourself. We were talking about how the Rodan got caught in the penis canal. Well, we were talking about this before we went live, and I mentioned to the fellas how we just, as people in general, no matter where we go, have to draw a dick on something. Hence, a couple years ago when we drew a dick on Mars. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google dick on penis on
It's
Mars.
awesome.
And yes, enjoy that. Anyways, back to the void.
Oh, that was great. Wow.
Cam, start us off, buddy.
So the Void, it's another cosmic horror, Lovecraftian horror, which you don't see much of because it's very hard to do. It's very hard to get right, and I believe this film did very well at that. It doesn't make a lot of sense. You have to watch it a couple times. I only watched it once for this episode. It sort of makes sense, but I like how a lot of things still remain, unsolved. They don't explain a lot. So it leaves the rest to your mind to, like, what's the saying? Sometimes showing less is more.
Fair.
But at the same time, you get a lot out of it. The practical effects are fucking phenomenal. If there was one way I could describe this movie, it's sticky.
It's moist.
It's moist, sticky.
You know, that is yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't seen practical effects in a movie like this since like The Thing.
This is what the Thing prequel should have looked like.
Yes, absolutely.
I can definitely agree with that.
Instead, we got CG crap fest.
We still enjoyed the movie.
It was practical effects until the studio got involved.
Yes,
that's true. Even then,
I feel like we say that a lot, or that is said a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Even then, I don't think if it were practical effects, it would have saved the movie. The plot was kind of, in my opinion, at least.
Fair.
But
all right.
I really enjoyed this movie. I really did.
Nice. Was this your first time watching it?
Yes. Yeah. Because it was on my bucket list for a while, and then TJ was like, "Hey, yo, you want to watch this movie with us?" I was like, "Hell yeah, hell yeah."
What was your time and notice?
What was
hours?
That?
What was your time? 4 hours ago.
Hours. Yeah,
love it.
Classic.
Yes. Thank you for coming to the rescue on that one, Cam.
Yeah, and
I love how he was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do it."
Yeah, fuck it.
No hesitation.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I finished it with at 5:58, and I was like, "Good timing."
Perfect.
So it's fresh.
It is fresh. Yes.
Nice. So Chad.
Yes. This was my second. This was my second viewing. It's a good. Steph actually enjoyed it. She's like, it's good, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. And Cameron's right. You have to really watch it more than once to really get things. It did make a little more sense this time. I think if I watched it again, I'd get more and more out of it. I enjoy it. It's really good. It's well written. My biggest problems was, and this could be saved for the cinematography part, but I'll just say it now. I hated the lighting on this movie.
Very stroby.
Really?
Yeah, like the part where the flickering lights. I fucking hate flickering lights in a horror movie because that just kind of, to me, that's almost like they're trying to cover up like a practical effect, like they're trying to deliberately not show something. Flickering lights, I absolutely despise. And it was too dimly lit in certain parts too. And also, why is it every hospital and every horror movie when they go in on the night shift is always very, very dark?
Well, okay. So that question I feel like I can answer right off the back because this hospital is on its last leg and is literally shutting down.
Okay,
so they're not going.
But I'm using Halloween 2. Halloween 2, there was.
I can't explain that one per se. Maybe it's night shift. They don't need all the lights on. People are sleeping and stuff like that.
Both Halloween 2s.
I'm going to say because it's nighttime. People are sleeping. Just keep it dimly lit.
Doesn't he attack people in a hospital in the second Halloween?
Yeah,
Rob
it's
zombies?
the whole.
Isn't it like a
I
dream
refuse to watch that one.
Yeah.
Also,
but I enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. Like Cameron said, the special effects were fantastic, and it was almost all practical effects too.
Which is a shame. Like when you were talking about the lighting, I hate in horror movies when they like do the all red thing.
Oh, really?
Especially,
I would disagree because I love that shit.
See, I would have liked it if it were, with like the cult members or anything. But when you're showing like the practical effects in like full glory, like I want to see all of it.
Have you ever watched an Alfred Hitchcock film and you're talking about lighting?
I've only seen The Birds.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Watch Vertigo.
Side note, real quick, since you mentioned like red lighting and that got me thinking. Did you see that EA is teasing resurrecting a franchise, but they're not saying what it is, and everybody's speculating it's going to be Dead Space.
Oh, fuck you!
No.
Oh.
It was. I didn't think it was actually like. I thought they were refurbishing the first 3 games and releasing it on.
That's what I heard. I heard we're gonna get a new generation remaster like they did with Halo.
Right.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So
it's gonna be it's gonna be the Isaac Clarke collection, and you're just.
But if they do something like that, that's usually just to test the waters to see how a new one would sell.
Which is fair, and I'm
DS4,
totally okay with that.
I'm for me now. I mean, I will throw money at you for days. I have stated multiple times that as my favorite video game franchise, next to Resident Evil. So like, Give me more Isaac Clarke. Give me more Necromorphs. It's all open for here.
Did you ever play the mobile one?
There's a mobile one?
Dude, it was a full legit game. Like, this was before like mobile games were bullshit. Like,
I've even
when
played
smartphones
Extraction.
first came out, and they were like, "Yo, let's test the limits on these games," so they would make full like
Necromorphs
games.
on the fucking iPhone, baby.
Yeah, so I had it on Android, but you don't play Isaac Clarke, but it's a total prequel game to Dead Space 2. And it explains a lot of things that go down in Dead Space 2. You even get a new weapon that you don't get in any other games. That's like a buzzsaw for like a melee weapon and stuff. Like,
Cool shit.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Nice.
you can't play it anymore because unless you like download something on PC, just because
Emulator.
that's probably the only way you can do it.
There's always ways, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah,
I'm
back to
gonna
this.
I'm gonna talk about
Go
this
ahead,
movie. Okay, so when it comes to cinema, I like films that challenge you. I think that this film does that and succeeds in that very, very well. I think in order to truly watch a film and enjoy a film, it has to challenge you. I think that watching films that you're comfortable with, there's no point in. But anyway, this film is... I'm very familiar with these filmmakers. They did a couple of other films that I'm a very big fan of, The Editor and Psycho Gorman as of lately. And those films are an amalgamation of those individuals' fandom, very similar to Quentin Tarantino's filmmaking style. You can see that in everything that they do. It's a little bit of this, it's a little bit of that, and it's done a very, very unique way. And I love that because this film executes its effects, its camera work, its lighting, and its story in such a fantastic and interesting way that it stands out, especially in modern horror and the way that the landscape is right now. When it comes to like the tone, the Lovecraftian tones hit all the high marks. There's gore galore. It's almost James Wan-ish at times with the way that it presents its gore. I really enjoy how it's the exterior shots of the Leviathan-esque thing is very Clive Barker Hellraiser 2-ish and that entire realm. And then also with the production design, it's very Silent Hill Otherworld, especially with some of the monsters. Cameron can agree. The faces on these giant blob monster things that slither around, that is so Silent Hill. And the walls closing in as on you know what I mean? Like the guy running through the walls that aren't actually there. That's so Silent Hill. And
oh yeah.
And even there's influences of The Thing there, Chad, with some of the creature design.
It's insane.
When you take all of that into account, this film it's not anything specific. It's everything together. And it's an interpretive film. So I haven't said anything specific since I've started this, because this film is open-ended as fuck. You can watch this and enjoy it from any different angle because you can interpret it anyway. You can interpret it as this entire film is a metaphor for the fear of death and the end, the endless void after death. That's what the void is. That's what it symbolizes for you. This entire movie is just a fucking trip because it starts with a portal from the void. What is the void? It's whatever you want it to be.
I like the actually you kind of saw it in the trailer too. The whole start was running through that doorway and you saw, like you said, you saw the triangle right there. Yep. And then that leads you through the entire movie.
Symbol is prevalent in the entire film. Even
everywhere.
The element, I really love how they use the element of the increasing number of triangle hooded figures that are surrounding the hospital, and that they slowly increase their numbers and distance to the hospital as throughout the film progresses.
Yeah.
And whenever we finally get this climax, they're in there, they're there, but they're really not doing much other than forcing our main characters to go a certain direction to further this story. And the story itself, I mean, who else didn't get Nightbreed vibes the moment the people cutting their faces off? Like, come on. Barry Barker. Yeah. Again, very Clive Barker. It takes inspiration from everywhere.
There's a lot of Clive Barker influences on this. I got, Hellraiser, Nightbreed, Lord of Illusions,
Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, I could see
the
that
whole transformation thing. yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. This was actually my pick, and I chose this because I watched this originally when I first joined up with you gentlemen, and I was just like taking in all the horror I can, and I was like, The Void, what's this? Looks interesting. And I liked it, but I was left just like a little like flat just because of the way it ended. And so I agree with Cameron and Chad that it took me 2 watches to fully get it. At least everything is like explained through the characters do have build up, but it's all through like 1 or 2 quick sentences here and there, and then you kind of get like their full like overall of like, okay, that's who this person fully is, and blah blah blah. Because like I feel like the only issue I had with it is first is it just starts right off the bat like 0 to 100, like no problem, and you're just like, oh
like
shit.
This uses Mortal Kombat logic, and you wouldn't have any issue with it if it was that.
There's also a little bit of an Alien kind of inspiration in this, whereas the survivor or survivors in this case are side characters. They're not the main character that you're supposed to be focusing on.
I didn't think about that, but yes, you are correct. No, I
you know what I mean, John? They just travel to the outworld at the end, and then there you
go. No. For some reason, it was just because it was like, I guess after watching it the second time, all it was just because it just abruptly was just like staring. And it was like, I don't know, like it was just like, oh okay. Like it was like when like you're chilling in the dark, and then like you're somebody like flicks the lights on. You're like, what
referencing what I said earlier, but isn't life abrupt?
Yeah, no, it's not like a
this
terrible
film plays
complaint.
On levels. I'm telling you.
Like I said, it's not a terrible complaint. It was just more of a reason for me to put it on the list to watch it with you guys, because I wanted to give it a second go and obviously catch your opinions on it. Like I said, the second viewing, I feel like I understood everything way clearer, and
it's a deep film.
It really is. Like there's a lot of shit going on, like, and very fast.
We're also missing one of the most obvious inspirations for this movie, and it's actually even in my notes, Prince of Darkness.
Oh yeah. Dude, cult,
again, this film is just everything
like
in one.
The outside shots of the hospital are amazing.
Cameron?
Like, yeah, sorry.
It reminds me, I don't know if you've seen this. It's a music video called DYE, and it's basically the exact same thing as this movie, where it's totally random. It's very Lovecraftian. It has basically the same ending where it's like the person is in the other world or like this outworld, and it's a bleak ending. You know, there's no real happy ending to it.
Fantasy?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
And they basically, these people just turn into monsters for no reason. There's no explanation to it, and you're like helpless. It's almost like Junji Ito's storytelling, where these people are just thrusted into something that they can't control. They can't fight it, and it's an overall really depressing story because these people are fucked.
I sent a link to what he just referenced in the stream.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I was like, restream. Ooh.
Yeah. You know what, TJ, now that I think about what the ending reminds me of is it's very similar to the ending of Fulci's The Beyond.
Yes. Again, very derivative of that. Thank you for catching that. That's awesome. Yeah, you're right. You're very right. I didn't think that. Yeah.
You ever seen The Beyond, John?
I have not.
Oh,
so,
that is a masterpiece.
Unfortunately, I could not. Unfortunately, I don't get that reference, but damn, sucks to be me.
I'm telling you, man, we got to do the Gates of Hell trilogy at some point. Yeah,
that's fine.
Hey, you do your trilogy, and I'll do Argento's Animal trilogy, and we'll get her done.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we should do the Three Sisters trilogy as well. Suspiria, Inferno, and Mother of Tears.
Ooh, I'd love to do Suspiria. I love that movie.
I see. That is one I've always wanted to see, and I've never seen it.
And then there is technically a spinoff that one of Argento's proteges did before Mother of Tears dropped, and it talks about one of the mothers before Mother of Tears. So it's worth watching. Luigi Cozzi directed that. I believe it's the Black Cat Severn Films has a release, and it's not Lucio Fulci.
Not the Fulci one. I was just thinking, wait, what?
Fucking A. So, boys, let's get on with these things, Chad.
Okay, again, this is going to be another example where there's not a whole lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, but I'll give you what I got. Obviously, I mentioned this before. The Void was a crowd-funded project. Most of actually what they raised for the, what they raised went to practical effects.
Well, yeah, good.
Hardly anything in the film is CGI. All of the monsters, gore, etc., are real effects created by the team behind the movie. Again, like I said, most of what they raised went to the effects. The hospital used in the film was actually a former high school, Sir James Dunn Collegiate and Vocational School, in Ontario, Canada. The school had been closed for a while and was demolished not long after the filming was completed. So, unfortunately, if you went to do a tour of the filming locations, you wouldn't be able to find this place.
Well, that would suck. That's a cool looking hop.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome for shots and shit like that, dude.
Yeah, no shit. The writers of the film say were Guillermo del Toro, who on the ill-fated Anti Mountains of Madness, when he made a comment about wanting to do.
Is Chad stroking out for you guys too?
That's all well and good, boy. But Katie's cutting in.
Snip, fucking snip. Well, howdy doody there, folks. It is all your DKB here. Back
in a way that nobody had.
And this week I am here to talk to you about The Void. Now, let me just start off by saying with The Void, this had no right to look as good as it does in the cinematography department. I mean, this film looks fucking fantastic, especially for a Indiegogo or Kickstarter film. I'm pretty sure it was one of those two. Just an independent film all around. I mean, it's in some scenes it feels like an A24 film production, and I'm okay with that because I really like their content. And just for instance, like there are a few shots of like these long hallway dolly forward, very slow shots to reveal like these amazing actors and monsters. Not to mention the actors in this film are fan-fucking-tastic. I mean, yeah, they really sell their roles and they actually make you feel for their characters. So yeah, I really enjoyed that bit. What I really enjoyed the most about this fucking film is the practical effects. I mean, this is a horror fan's wet dream. Fuck me. It's basically The Thing mashed with Hellraiser. That's just me. That's what I've seen. Like, there's a couple of nods to Hellraiser, obviously, in this. I even see a little bit of Event Horizon in there too. So, but yeah, no, the practical effects in this film, fuck, the creature designs, like exquisite. I mean, I can't even speak. It really has got me gobsmacked. But yeah, nah, this film is really fucking cool, and I liked how they kept it all practical effects. Some gnarly shit in this film. I mean, it is fucking brutal and sinister, and I love it. I love it. Controversial shit gets me hard. Anyway, yeah. So the other thing is, I get a little bit lost in the story. You know, it's all good until the third and final act when we actually get the reveal of the triangle fucking door to the next world or whatever, the void or whatever the fuck it is. But we're sort of left on a cliffhanger, and that really gives me the shits. And it's a cliffhanger that doesn't answer any questions. I mean, and from what I've heard, the fucking directors and writers, who made this, aren't going to make a sequel. So it's kind of left up to your interpretation of what this all means. I mean, to me, it's just basically the end of the world. That's how I see it. But, it's kind of like the Prince of Darkness, how he has to seal off the fucking door for him to stop type thing. That's how I seen it, basically. It's just that. But yeah, maybe I'm just overlooking it. Maybe overthinking it, just looking into it too deep. It might be just this basic fucking story that I've completely gone over my head. But yeah, so in saying that, I still think it's a great film. It's a great watch. Fantastic fucking independent film. This is exquisite for an independent film.
There it is. Waiting for
independent horror film. But this week, I'm going to give it a Gore and More score of a 3.7. I would have given it a little bit more if that story just had been a bit, made a little bit more sense to me. But that's just me. That's just me being picky. And yeah, so, but anyway, love to hear what you guys have to say about it this week. Until then, I shall catch you next week. I better fuck off and watch one of the greatest, if not the best supernatural horror film of all time, The Changeling. That will never die. So, anyway, I shall catch you boys later. Enjoy your night. Peace.
Yeah, buddy.
You back, Chad?
Shit in the bed here. It keeps going. It keeps going back, but it goes back and forth. A 10 and a 5, and I can't fucking figure. It must be because of storms.
How many notes you got left?
Stupid storms.
Okay, so the movie's tagline, "This is worse," comes from director Stanley's 2007 short film Insanophenia. Never heard of that. Might have to look that up. Near the beginning, a patient is living dead.
Yes.
What's up, Brody? Near the beginning, a patient's watching Night of the Living Dead, which is directed by Kenneth Welsh and Kathleen Monroe, both starred in Survival by George Romero.
Yeah. That's coming up.
Yeah, my internet's just shit. So, which, yeah, it's pretty soon.
Yeah, when is that? I'm gonna keep going. I'll look. You go.
He's looking at the schedule.
Well, okay. This also contains obvious plot references to John Carpenter's 80s apocalyptic horror gem, Prince of Darkness. The similarities between the two films and the idea of characters under siege by a cult in a confined environment containing a supernatural to another world, and a lead character sacrificing himself by pushing the entity back through said portal.
There you go.
August 9th, by the way.
Yeah, see? Can we just pause for a second and appreciate the effects on the that they used for the doctor in that scene? That was awesome.
Oh, dude, with like the bone structure and everything.
He looked like Psycho Gorman before Psycho Gorman grew up.
He got muscles.
Yeah.
Before he hit the gym. No, he looked sick, dude. Like,
the filmmakers say they intentionally. Yeah, he did. The filmmakers say they leave the Black Pyramid and much call it a mystery for viewers to use their own imaginations and create their own explanations or theories.
Which, yeah, I could. Sorry. I wish he said "we" when he went. Anyways, no, dude. And you know what? Maybe that's why I kind of had such like a weird issue watching it the first time, was because it's supposed to be like open-ended, interpreted, and you know what I mean? I mean, I took it as he made the sacrifice because not only he wanted to get him in there, but he wanted to actually go find his wife and stuff, and like at least be with her regardless of where it was. Brody said he saw it as an end of the world thing. I don't know how you guys particularly saw it or not, but we lost Chad Daddy too.
Oh my god,
Cam, it is just me and you, brother. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man.
Oh man, this is an awkward time, but it's not.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna fucking fill this shit. Anyways, boss man is back. So we lost Chad Daddy in his notes.
What the fuck? I come back and Chad's just fucking gone. Yeah, it's fucking classic shit show stream, boys. So, hell yeah.
To answer Brody's question, yes, his wife did die because he fucking killed his wife, dude. He chopped her up in a fucking. He wasn't having that, like her being the weird, like tentacle squid mom thing, and he was like, nope. So that was that nice pan down the hallway where you see a shadow just chopping the shit out of it, and the blood splattering up against the fucking glass pane and shit.
Again, why I think the void is death.
You were not here when I said it, but I said it's not only that, but I feel like he chose he knew it was open ended, but he chose because he wanted to be with his wife regardless of the situation.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, like he was gonna face the void with her at least.
There you go.
Even though he just killed the fuck out of her. But you know.
That's a metaphor for our lives, though, bro.
Right.
We're just
it's deep.
It's deep. This film's deep. Not
So
as
Chad,
deep as Bobby can get, but
yeah.
Sure.
All right. I gave a
Okay, so last
he
thing.
said he'd give her 5, but he wasn't telling her it was the back 5.
Oh, there it is. Chad, what do you got left, buddy?
Okay, the last thing I got, Gillespie and Kostansky managed to crowdfund the money they needed to build the practical creatures that appear as on-screen effects. Other assistance came from the team working on David Ayer's Suicide Squad, which was shooting in Toronto. Gillespie served as the assistant art director and Kostansky as a special makeup effects artist on the film, which led to members of the special effects team on Suicide Squad to work on The Void.
See, parts of that movie's Poop Town, and the overall story's Poop Town. I think that there's a good movie somewhere. There's a good version of that film somewhere, but maybe not in this realm or this universe or this dimension. But that film has some really cool ideas. Will Smith, yeah,
You talking about
yeah, okay.
I'm looking forward to the new one. Actually, the new one looks cool.
Yes, Gunn, Mr. James
Oh,
Gunn.
They say John Cena's in it, but I just haven't seen him.
Yeah, me either,
Right.
man. He is coming back. He is coming back to a certain wrestling company because they're starting to feel the heat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got to boost up them ratings.
Watch.
Yep. So they're bringing back him and The Rock.
So Peacock's not working out so well?
Well, there's rumors that they're just going to sell the whole kip and caboodle here soon.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Rock's going to buy it.
The whole cock's going to buy it.
Yeah.
NBC's like waving the old fucking feathers around.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
Well, hell.
It's either that or they buy it and then AEW reigns supreme because everything has to be PG.
Fair enough. So, any more notes, Chad? Or is
that's all I got, buddy. That's
all
the
she
whole
wrote?
kit and
All right.
caboodle.
So, you know, if this was my first watch, I could probably have questions for days, but this is my second watch. Like I said, I feel like a lot of stuff I picked up on.
If you watch
Much better.
Prince of Darkness, this film's cool with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So, but there was one spot, and it's when the crazed dad when they first come in, and he's talking about the occultist, and it says the horns have been calling them for miles. Did you guys ever hear any horns?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
It's similar to the Cthulhu horns, which is why I got yeah.
Okay. When was it just the outside shots?
When it
Maybe
turned
I missed-
red, I believe when it turned red the first time, it was whenever we first heard the horn that.
Oh, okay.
I thought
so like when they came and got the pregnant girl and stuff like that, when it was that first. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Because I was expecting to hear it maybe beforehand, and I rewound it just to check, but
I think when he's in the parking lot, you hear it because he's like, "What the fuck was that? What's going on?"
when they first show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the officer reacts to the noise.
Again,
So-
the opening of that portal was kind of like sounding the alarm, kind of like when the Flash did the Flashpoint. It kind of sounded the alarm for Darkseid, kind of thing.
Can I say with the showing of that cult, that was awesome with the police lights with the red and blue. I don't know. I know you said you didn't like red, Cameron, but that shot was fucking
He
awesome.
says that, and then he'll go, "I watched Suspiria, and it was really good."
No, that I liked that because it's not like it's hiding any of the like practical effects. They're just guys in cloaks.
See,
and
I would agree with you with what the point you're trying to make, but I think that this film was colored properly, so the red is not covering up anything bad. It's there to emphasize the mood in that particular scene. That's a Hitchcockian thing. That's just
it always feels like it's always with the cultist too, so it always is kind of just like a bounce off the white.
Maybe I'm just like a greedy fuck, and I just want to see the entire effect in its full glory and like bright light. I don't know.
You must have hated Mandy then, if you hate red lights. And
I have yet to see that movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. And Did you guys notice the mom and the baby behind the kid before he threw the torch at the end?
Yeah, I believe that was more metaphorical than anything.
She pops up a few times, doesn't she?
Right. Was that like him? Was that him like forgiving himself? I guess for that. Like
that's how I read it.
I'm assuming. Okay.
She was there for all the important moments and.
Like, and could the dad see him because he was like tweaking out from the void? Like that was
no,
because like that was the kind of thing. Like I don't know if like he was actually
didn't he chase after her at one point?
Him? Yeah, they wrestled in like the cabin that wasn't the cabin, and that's when he burned him with the flare to like snap him out of it.
Well, there you go.
Gentlemen, do you have any questions? Chad, Cameron? I think Chad's frozen for me.
I'd have to.
Oh, sorry. Chad, are you there?
He's in the other world.
Yeah, he's
Chad's
in the other
void.
World. Yeah, he's on the void. Damn. Okay, so while we try to reconnect with Chad with supernatural fucking things, let's keep going. I don't have any questions. What format do you boys watch this on? It's on Shudder, right?
No, surprisingly, it's not. I looked for it last night
because I got the AMC thing and it was on there as part of.
I thought it was on Shudder, but
I thought
it didn't pop up last night.
All these boys' films were on there.
So it's on a lot of different. Like I watched it on Tubi myself.
Amazon Prime. See when you type it in, it comes up.
Yeah, but when I went to Shudder, it didn't pop up. But then Shudder's search engine on its own app is kind of weird sometimes.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has it knows exactly what I'm fucking talking about.
If anybody knows currently where you can stream The Void 2016, let us know.
So
there is a Blu-ray release from July 25th, 2017, and it looks like Screen Media dropped that, and it doesn't have any like behind the scenes or
nothing.
anything.
No munchies on it.
Yeah.
No, So this is on. I watched it on Tubi, but it's also on like Crackle. It's on a few other like random like free streaming stuff. So yeah, if you want to watch it with ads, whatever. But then it's obviously on the big ones too. But I figured it was on Shudder. I swear it was on there for the longest fucking time.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw it there at some
I'm surprised Scream Factory hasn't picked this up yet because they have the editor as well.
When was the editor? Was that after this?
2018.
Okay. Cameron, how'd you watch this bad boy?
I watched it on Amazon Prime.
2014. It was before this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then. Amazon Prime, that's sweet. Was it 4K or was it just 1080?
I watched 1080.
I think it's just 1080.
There's no 4K.
Yeah. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing if there was. Yeah. Sorry, let me pull back up my Shizno notes here.
Yeah, so the director of this movie did music on the editor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Astron 6.
So, douche of the movie.
Oh, that's easy. The doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor who actually brought hell to this whole town.
Yeah.
Because he just wants to see his fucking daughter.
Yeah.
Which his daughter was
That's
one of the coolest, like mongoloid, grossest looking fucking things at the same. I don't know what's going on with its hoof hands.
Again, that's like a Silent Hill 4 monster.
Yeah.
Dude, the head smash with that was just awesome. It was like a Gallagher watermelon skit. Just like
that was gnarly.
Right? Like fucking A. Yeah, doctor all the way, dude. I mean, he's the one who caused all the bullshit.
Fuck that guy.
When you mentioned Silent Hill, when they went down the staircase and they're like, there's another staircase. I was like,
yeah.
Ooh, Silent Hill.
Yes.
I was like, they did a thing.
That's awesome.
Fuck. The whole production design was just like, guys, watch
Silent
Hill movies.
I haven't seen I've only seen the first Silent Hill movie. I've never saw I haven't seen the second one. So,
ooh, speaking of, did you hear about the new Silent Hill movie that they're supposedly doing?
No.
Yeah, same director
as the first two.
Yeah.
God help us.
Yeah. I don't
How
know.
long ago did the second one come out?
What was that? 2006.
Give us an HD remake of Silent Hill 2.
I want a complete like remaster of the first game, like how they did with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
like 2 and 3. Hell, even the remake of the first game, which looks beautiful.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine that on like Unreal Engine 4.
Now, do you think they would stick with like the kind of like purposely shitty aiming, or do you think they would try to correct it for today's age where it would just be like
I'm not sure. Because I think it kind of works with like the shitty aiming, because it's not like he's like a military trained dude. He's just like an everyman.
He's just a dad.
He's just a dad.
Like, dad who has to fight fucking monsters.
Which I like about in like the first 3 games, because they're just normal people. They don't have any military experience. They don't have any combat experience of any kind. And they just like the way they. It's not like with like you're not playing like as Link and you're slashing a sword like wicked fast. They're doing huge wind up swings, and it feels very natural. So
right. Fuck yeah.
I would imagine they would keep that, but as far as I know, Konami doesn't seem to give a fucking shit.
No, they don't. And speaking of people who do give a fucking shit, and if you give a fucking shit about our network and this content, head on over to projectlouder.net and click on our merch tab, and we have a wonderful new design available on our merch store, and that is the Vinegar Strokes design. And the link is now available in the comments section below if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or anywhere else you watch these live streams. And for those of you audio-only listeners, like I said, once again, head on over to projectlouder.net, your source for pop cultures and so much more, and click on that merch tab and pick up some hot fucking swag. So, boys, moving on. Favorite kill?
Ooh. This is a tough one. You know what? I'm almost going to have to say the sheriff when he gets taken by the creature and then like he's starting to get absorbed. And then it ends with that kid and that dude fucking cutting his head off just to get the tentacles off of it. Like that. Yeah. I'm gonna, that's my favorite kill, dude. Hands down. Gentlemen.
I kind of want to say the same thing as you, but I do like the head crushing scene of the cult member. Like that, like it was
sploosh.
Super simple, super fast, but it was fucking deliciously juicy.
That shit was wet.
Yes.
That was wet and soupy.
I was like, damn, that was fucking awesome.
It was like a fucking water balloon, dude. It was just... All right. TJ?
Yeah, I love the head crush scene. I love all the head crushes, but this film, there's so much going on. I really like I like the visuals of when they're using the axes in tandem. I love that. I think that's really cool. So I'll use that for favorite kill.
All right. So that leads us to best scene.
The ending whenever he fucking football tackles homeboy into the void.
Tackles the doc.
So the framing of that was just there. Go buy the Vinegar Stroke shirt. There you go.
Fat coom.
Oh man, I feel like my favorite scene. It's tied because one is it's not a one scene. It's like a continuous scene, but it's when the doctor is explaining to the ex-wife there when she's laying on the table after he first transformed, and he's just going through his monologue, but he's just explaining of like why he did what he did, and just
bruh, can we talk about the angle and that entire shot from her fucking head down in that room?
And then her at the same time, while her never being able to look down on her body.
Right.
So just that uber, like intense close up, not even like direct on, but it's like from the mouth up a little bit. And yeah. And then it's just
and
him
his face,
calmly, calmly with his back to her and
just slightly shadowed just so you can't see it. It's
right.
so
But
good.
you see the shit going in the sink, and you're like, what the fuck? What is going on here? And they go back to it. So that's why I say it's not just necessarily it is one scene, but there's multiple parts of it.
metamorphosis.
Yeah. And then my honorable mention is actually when they go get the shotgun for like best like action scene and shit, because like that shit was awesome as fuck. And I don't know, it was just his reaction when he shoots the one cultist and he's like, I'm keeping the fucking gun. And just runs away.
I like to think that one dude was hiding underneath the car. That's how he popped
That
up
one
so
hooded
quickly.
dude?
Yeah.
Right?
Just, whoop. Hello.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Because he was there pretty quick.
And then he did the old fatality MK slice and dice to the hand.
He did. He was just, yeah. Nope. Can't. So what do you guys have for your best scenes?
Like obviously the ending is great.
Or,
I like all the shots of the cult members outside, and like as they keep going back throughout the film, like the realization
That's a Night of the Living Dead thing as well.
Yeah, the realization of like, yo, you're fucked, kind of sets in. Especially
it does
like
feel like Night of the Living Dead. You're right.
But I'd probably have to go with the creature just slamming his head through the spike, and there's just a gaping hole. I was like, "That's
we're in hell."
Yeah,
gnarly. Okay, so that had me like some crazy like Doom shit going on in my head.
I bet you that's
dude.
what Brody was referencing when he said that was the Event Horizon scene. Brody had to have been referencing. Has to be.
Yeah, because like I mean, I could see it.
Those look like those quick shots of hell that you see
so.
in Event Horizon.
That entire like hell scene reminds me a lot from Jacob's Ladder, where he's being like wheeled down the hospital and all this crazy shit, like they just descending into madness.
Dude, I haven't watched that
slamming
shit
their heads against the wall. It reminds me a lot of that.
Oh man, yeah, dude, it's been like 15 years since I've watched that.
Such a good movie.
Fucking A, dude. I'm gonna have to watch that now too. All these fucking Lovecraftian movies.
Chad?
Do we have Chad? No Chad?
Earth to Chad.
I can hear him just fine. Can you guys? They can't hear you.
I can't see nor hear. Uh-oh.
Chad, refresh.
And Brody says you are correct, sir. You win nothing.
You win nothing.
You loser.
Fucking A. So I'll pop Chad back in if you guys can't hear him still.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I got a 10 out of 10 on over here. I'm green lining all the way, so I don't know what the fuck is happening. But yeah, my pick for bed when they're in the basement and everything, all the things just come to life and start chasing after them, because you really get a good look, a good feel of the practical effects they on right there.
Yep, absolutely.
His creations.
Opening scene. Yes.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Short, sweet, to the point, and kind of a what the fuck?
Jumping right into it.
Right? Shotgun blast.
You're
Gasoline.
like, oh, fuck. Okay.
Couple drags on the cig. Light. Play.
So who is the most attractive human being?
Oh, dude. It's fucking Knives Chow, dude. Who also was in
Chad.
who also
you knew damn well that was going to be my pick.
That's why TJ was being silent. But I mean, dude, she's hot. So fuck it. She was also in another movie that we have reviewed.
Yeah, what was it?
Silent Night.
Yeah, she was.
She was the desk clerk, I believe.
Fucking A.
But that was earlier before this. And best
was that
dick,
this season? Or was that last Christmas?
That was this past Christmas.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my pick for this past Christmas.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
And that was an awesome fucking
it was for a remake. That was not bad.
Yeah. And
better than the Black Christmas remake. I mean, that wasn't bad, but it did not compare to the original.
The remake is still better than the remake.
Hey, nothing's better than
what remake?
They never 74 classic.
They never did another remake after that. I don't know what you're talking about.
They didn't remake it. Oh, okay.
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't exist. Never heard.
He wants a lick. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, Billy was better left off screen.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, jaundice
And
boy.
not with jaundice. Oh, fucking A, dude. Jaundice, Billy, and Christmas lights. The yellow really reflects off the multiple.
Wouldn't be a Gore more episode if we didn't mention Billy.
Oh, man, right?
Score.
It was pretty good.
Oh,
A lot of deep bass poundings and,
Yeah, it was all right.
Wasn't bad. I'm not going to pop it in the old vinyl player
No.
anytime soon and be like, bro, fucking Void score fucking slaps. I mean, it ain't no Safari by Goblin, but it slaps, you know?
By the way,
Correct,
TJ,
sir.
I'm slightly disappointed in you when you mentioned the cast and you said Beverly, but you didn't mention Bev D.
Ooh, the hottest of the Gormore girls.
She's no Bev D.
Fucking A, it's very true. Best song, you know, there's really not a... Again, this isn't when we're popping in and saying, yo, this song's slapping like a grandma. So, favorite character? Now, this is hard. This is hard because we get a lot of character progression. So we spend a lot of time with these characters. And I just I want to say the main dude, but that's too easy. It's
You know what?
Easy.
I know I hate to say it, but my pick for favorite character is also the douche of the movie, the doctor, the bad guy, the villain. I thought he was he had, like every villain, he had a great monologue. He was very
He had an amazing monologue.
yeah.
I'll agree with Chad because if you guys remember, he had weird satanic sex orgies in the woods.
Yeah, he did.
And then
It wasn't even in the woods. It was in his house
that,
in the woods.
Not just that, he doped people up and watched them do it.
Can I just say the amount of crazy prequel movies we could have to this movie?
Just that's an X-Files episode, baby. That's like
But there's a lot of shit, dude. Like you can go crazy.
Okay, not only prequels, but I was sitting there watching it last night thinking, man, this would make a killer video game.
Yeah.
But then again, you guys are saying it's basically
Silent
so
Hill.
it's almost like they already made it.
Silent Hill could have all those things we just mentioned, including the orgy in the woods. And it completely makes sense and not have to explain itself.
Konami, get on it.
Get
Fair
on
enough.
it.
Fucking lazy
enough.
fucks.
Oh
Eco
shit.
machines and shit.
So favorite character.
Was it scary?
Man, I don't know.
Was it scary?
No,
Oh,
I
wait,
didn't
sorry,
say favorite
Johnny.
character.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go with the kid with the neck wound because I feel like he sold it really well, especially like in the scene where he was fighting with that older guy, and like you could just see the emotion in his eyes and stuff like that. Like,
Granted, he really didn't have to do that a lot.
no, but like,
Ooh.
I don't know. It was just the way he kind of acted with the other. I guess it would almost have to be a duo because it was him and the old man together.
He was Silent Bob.
He was Silent Bob. All right, so I'm gonna go Jay and Silent Bob then for my favorite characters.
Okay.
Yeah. So was it scary?
Yeah, fucking terrifying if you think about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the subject matter,
I
think
suppose
about it. It's scary.
Yeah. Like doing a cesarean section with having no idea what the fuck you're doing. But some reason being told because you're in scrubs, you have to do it.
I personally found it very fascinating rather than scary. Like, I was like, I want to see more of this shit. I want to know what the fuck happens. You know.
Meanwhile, elsewhere, what else
Yeah.
happened that night? Like,
Right, like I said, dude, there's so much lore that you could get leading up to this night.
did the random orgies in the woods conjure these things? Did it help create these monsters that are now cultivating? Is that the word? Cultivating on the hospital, which is the central focal point because it has a portal to the void in the basement. So
Possibly.
does this cult creates these monsters all around this place, and then whenever the bells rung, they all start going home.
Or they have it so like a bunch of women could get pregnant and then he could change the pregnancies into weird.
Again, that's a Lovecraft thing. If you've watched the new Castle Freak movie, that's a plot element of that. Or if Cthulhu having cults that goes around and impregnates them with old gods. So yeah, this is that is a Lovecraft story element that they got there.
All right.
Yeah, lots of tentacles coming out of vaginas and stuff.
Ooh, hentai.
Yeah,
Cameron loves that.
Woo! Hey!
That's a whole different podcast. Octopus Wall?
That's the sticky manga. Boys, does this hold up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
he's only 5 years old. So.
Yeah, it's hard not to hold up after 5 years.
For modern horror cinema, this film's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, so this question could almost be, does it stand out today?
In a world of Ari Aster's and Jordan Peele's, this film is fantastic. It stands out. That's all I'll say.
I get off a little bit every time you shit on Ari Aster, just a little bit.
By the way, I just randomly the other day at work flashed back to Jordan Peele's The Thang.
Ah, yes. The joke that almost got me canceled. Yes.
Yeah. That dude was pissed.
He was.
And not just only a dude, a middle-aged white guy got pissed and offended.
Oh.
Whatever, bro. Go troll somebody else's page because it didn't work here. We're still going.
That was a while ago, too.
It was a while ago.
It was the Thing episode, right?
It was the Thing episode.
Like, obviously. Holy fuck, dude. So, acting, good or bad?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fantastic.
Actually.
Delicious.
Again, the doctor.
Anybody really handed in this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was definitely the main. It almost felt like you could have had like Malcolm McDowell or somebody in that role. I don't know why.
That wasn't Malcolm McDowell?
No. But it could have been.
That was Dr. Sartain from that fucking poopy H18 thing.
You know our feelings on that, buddy.
Fucking head smash all the way. Okay.
Squish.
Do you like the cinematography? I will start with the double chin kaijin.
I loved the cinematography. Unlike Chad, I think the atmosphere was beautiful, especially the otherworld stuff. Anytime they bounce to the otherworld, I'm like, I just want to be there, just to experience it. I don't know. I'm fucking weird.
It's very gray.
Yeah.
Okay, context. Silent Hill is his favorite game.
You may have noticed, but I may have a small infatuation with a small series called Silent Hill.
Say, it just reminded me of the hyperbolic time chamber. It was just like,
I have never met a boy that reads Reddit and then gets sweaty so quickly before it. When any Silent Hill news just gets teased a little bit.
It pings and he's just
like time chamber.
Yeah, I knew you would get that, Chad. So, Chad, you want to take cinematography or how your thoughts on that?
Yeah, poop on how dark it is.
That was my biggest complaint, was how dark and how like I said, flickering lights. Fucking hate flickering lights. It was too dimly lit for a lot of the movie, but it's kind of what they're going for, I guess. I don't know. I would have liked to see a little bit more well lit, but it is what it is. Yeah, it was good.
Fair enough. Yeah, right. Flickering scary lights.
You guys are going to give me a stroke, I swear.
So, okay. All the flickering lights didn't bother me, but I think when it was doing that one scene cut in, I guess, where it actually showed the triangle and then it did that really like crazy like flashing of white. I'm not gonna lie, that shit, I was like, yo, like 30 seconds more of that, I would have went in a seizure mode, I feel.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty fucking nuts. I loved all the pan shots and everything, dude. Like, especially the opening scene going right through the door when you see the initial triangle. Like, I don't think I noticed that on the first time through, or if I did, I didn't remember it enough. But that, and then to like the far shot there, any of the shots down the hallway, like when they're pulling out when he's killing his wife. I enjoyed that shot. They didn't show him chopping up. It was just the shadow and the illusion.
Well, because sometimes off-screen stuff is more effective than on-screen
It can
stuff.
be.
Sometimes
And
less is more.
Whenever it's a very emotional, intense moment such as that, I think it was more effective to do exactly what they did. When it comes to cinematography with this film, and I'll just segue like a mall cop into this.
Oh, God damn. That was good. That was good.
Okay, yeah. So Chad says about lighting. Now, the tone of this movie matches the lighting of this movie. And whenever John mentioned the rundown
Penis.
the penis, yes, the penis being completely run down, just a barren wasteland of everything that was on it beforehand. The hospital, not the peni. Yeah, the hospital. Okay, now my fiance has told me that there are parts of hospitals that are shut down and left dark like this. So whenever they said that part of this hospital was damaged due to prior experiments of said mad doctor going in the basement and going, oh yeah, let's do some crazy shit.
Let's fuck.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense of why it's so dark. Now, Chad also does make a good point with the Halloween 2 thing. The only scene that I had a problem with coloring, framing, lighting would be the shot of Homeboy sitting inside the police cruiser, and they're like, let's use the dome light to light him. And I'm like, oh, is this your first movie? And I was like, fuck.
Are you talking about the first interactive scene we get with him, like when he's waiting on the roadside? Okay.
No, whenever he's in the
cruiser. Anytime going to get the shotgun and shit too. Okay.
Yeah, it's lit with the dome light, and it's just a very weird decision, and it doesn't look very good. Now, I do like how it is in the basement and in the other world scenes. I think it needs to be darker, but I think that the way that they should have done that visually is showing that the other world is a darker tone than the actual world that they're in. That way you can differentiate the things on the visual style. But with that also being said, you want to kind of blend and create a gray area that the other world is merging with our world because of that open portal. So I think maybe having that dark tone kind of matches as well. So I'm kind of torn on that. Cinematography, I've said throughout this entire review that the framing, the lighting, the way that the camera work is done, the way the story is progressed, and the editing of this film is just fantastic. So zero gripes other than the choice to use a dome.
And shaky cam in the very beginning. That one shot with the shaky cam was very jarring.
I do like how they utilized shaky cam.
But that was only
and
you talking about when they killed the first creature there?
No, when the girl was running out of when she burst through the door at the very beginning. It was only a few seconds. I didn't mind
that didn't bother me. I don't know.
Now, did they do that on purpose to disorient that scene so it didn't make sense until later?
I suppose they probably could. That could have been intentional.
Now, in a film where camera work is thought about a lot and it's interpretive, similar to Abel Ferraro's work, where there's a purpose behind camera work and camera position, especially within the story, I think that this film utilized that technique as a way to disorient the viewer, as so that it was hard to tell what was going on exactly, as so they could reveal it later on in the story as a plot element.
Hot take.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Where are we?
We're still on cinematography.
Anybody else?
No.
I mean, I don't think there really nothing else can be said. I mean, I feel like we kind of hit it all on throughout the whole episode. So
okay, premise boys. If you like Prince of Darkness, if you like The Thing, if you like Hellraiser 2, this movie is all you, baby. Fucking solid. I mean, it's an interpretive film. So like all these boys said, everybody in the comment section, you love this film, but everybody's going to interpret it a different way and you're going to question it. But again, good cinema makes you question it. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the premise.
I love cosmic horror. And you know what? We mentioned cosmic horror before and how sometimes, it's kind of hard to get it right. Actually a movie that gets cosmic horror and gets it done extremely well is actually the very first Hellboy movie.
Yes. I can agree with that.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
The monkeys with the obelisk.
Fuck.
No, you're right though. Actually, Hellboy does have a lot of that old
especially
gods,
especially the director's cut of it. You get a lot more of it.
I'm trying to think if I don't even know if I've seen the director's cut. I bet I have it though. Anyways, yeah, other than that, man, premise is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking solid. So, Triple R, not the Roadhouse, Tim. Recycle, rewind, remake. Chad's gonna die for a while. Cameron.
I told him I'm gonna give him shit about this for now.
Yes. Cameron, would you recycle, rewind, or remake this?
Rewind. I would keep watching this movie.
Absolutely.
I feel like you kind of have to rewatch this movie.
You get more from it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Big Johnny D.
Oh, that's a rewind for days there, Bobby.
Yeah. Bobby.
Poppy.
Oh, okay.
Bobby.
Good save.
Poppy.
Chad Daddy.
I'll say rewind and actually prequelize it. I want to see more of what happened before.
Ooh, he wants them orgies.
I do. I agree.
I'm going to say rewind and refund. As in, give them more money to make fucking more of this. Because, Jesus. I want the wood orgies, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Again, that would be a great X-Files episode.
Right? They have to investigate that fucking weird boarded up house.
Mm-hmm. Rating.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4 myself.
Where the fuck's my calculator? 4 from Big Johnny D. Interesting. Okay. Cameron?
Yeah, 4. I'd give it a 4.
Chad?
3.5.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Just because of the lighting, it takes off. Is it a 4?
That is a quarter
No,
of
just
4
like
out of 5.
Hell yeah. So that brings us to next week. We're doing a sequel.
Yeah, we are.
Oh boy.
What's
Cabin Fever 2.
Cabin Fever 2.
Can we skip it and just do Patient Zero?
Is Patient Zero like...
No, God damn.
That was the one before the remake, right? Or did that come out at the same time as the remake?
I think that's the one with Samwise. Where's the
Which
guy
one
from
has like
First Dates?
Which one has like where it's like set at a prom or something?
What?
Is that 2 or is that
Cabin Fever 2, Hello Mary Lou?
Oh God, no. Do not invoke
Jesus.
her. Do not invoke her again.
Cabin Fever 2 Spring Fever. It's
Sean Astin's in it.
Which one?
Goonies boy's in it. Is in Patient Zero. I think he is Patient Zero.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cabin
fucking
Fever,
hobbits.
Patient Zero. Dude, that's the third one. So we're just gonna skip the second one and go right to 3.
No, let's do the sequel.
I've never watched Cabin Fever 2.
I haven't either. Even more reason to watch it.
Yeah, Spring Fever. Eli Roth.
Like I said, that is on Peacock and YouTube and Vudu, Amazon, all that good shebangs. Huh. Wonder how well this is going to be. I guess we'll find out next week.
The director also did 2011's The Innkeeper. Yep, don't know that film. So good luck with next week, buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Hey. So as a friendly reminder that this podcast is part of Project Louder, which is your favorite podcasting network. You can head on over to projectlouder.net once again, and that's your source for pop culture and so much more. And you can find other great podcasts such as Ghoulies Unflushed, the TJ Bowser Power Hour, Big Bad Beetle Bros, Rabbit Hole Wrestling Ruin, Lights Camera Exploitation, and check out the last episode of Fatality, a Mortal Kombat retrospective, only available on Project Louder and anywhere else you listen to. Well, not only available, I guess, available on Project Louder and anywhere else you listen to audio-only content, whether that be Spotify, Google Play, Apple, Audible. Yes. Till next week, this is the Pod Boss, TJ Bowser, signing off.
This is your Chad Daddy saying, see you next week, bitches.
This is your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is the Double Chin Gaijin signing out.